am back with another video, and today we are going to focus on healthy snacks. If you're like me and you were trying to lose weight and trying to eat healthy, it is hard to find a good healthy snack. So I'm going to share a couple of things with you today that I think will make your weight loss journey and your journey to health better and easier. Stay with me. Okay, this is what you need. First up, we're going to make a salmon salad that you can eat off of all week. It's very versatile. You can do different things with it, and I'm going to show that to you. What you will need is a can of pink salmon. It's boneless, skinless, wild caught, $2.99 at Trader Joe's. And you're just going to dump that in the bowl. You want to drain the water off of it and dump 2 cans of the salmon. I'm making 2 because I'm making a big batch so that I can eat off of it all week long, and it just stays in the refrigerator and it gets cold and nice, and you'll see what I mean. You can do a lot of things with it. So what I'm going to do is take my hands, they're clean, I've already washed them, and I am just going to mash up this. I know you could probably use some kind of utensil, but God gave us our hands and they're nice utensils, and they get this done easier and quicker than anything else. Okay, so we've got it all mashed up now. And the other ingredients, let me clean my hands right quick with my little towel. The other ingredients you will need for this salad is 1 red onion chopped up. Well, that's just half of a red onion, not the whole onion. Celery, that's about 3 celery ribs chopped really small. All of it is chopped really small. 2 cucumbers chopped really small. These are small cucumbers, and they are the English cucumbers, the Persian cucumbers. Let me show those to you because you don't want to use 2 great big English cucumbers. So hold on, let me show that. These are the cucumbers you want to use. They are Persian cucumbers, $2.99 at Trader Joe's, and they're small ones like this, pickle-sized cucumbers. Okay, the next ingredient is lime juice. You need the juice of 1 whole lime. Okay, then you want curry powder. This is $2 at Whole Foods. It is organic. You want mayo, real mayo. I'm using this one because it's low carb and it doesn't have any sugar in it. But you don't have to use this one. You can get any kind of mayo you want. Just try to avoid sugar because we're not doing sugar. You will need freshly ground black pepper, a little bit of sea salt because the salmon does not have salt in it. It's salt free. Also, you need German or brown mustard, either one. I like whole grain, so I use this one. It's about $3 at Whole Foods. And our stevia, and you need tomatoes. Okay, you need these little Campari tomatoes that are still on the vine, or any fairly good size tomato, about this size, just the little ones that are on the vine, not the real little ones, but this size. And you have the ingredients for an awesome salmon salad. Let's put it together. So now with the mayo, you're just going to use a couple of tablespoons. We just eyeball it till it's where you want it to be. Just use a couple of tablespoons of that. And sometimes when you think you have it, then you don't. You go back and add some more. You can always add more if you want to. The mustard, you're just gonna give it a good squirt. About 1/4 of a cup of mustard. And I squirted some on me, so let me get that off. Okay, and the curry powder. I'll show you that. Okay, for the curry powder, you need 2 teaspoons. I like curry powder, so I use a lot of it. For the black pepper, you're going to use about, I would say about half a teaspoon. You don't have to have a whole teaspoon of that. For the salt, I only do about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And so I'm just going to do a little bit because you really don't need a lot of salt in here. You got salt in some of the other ingredients, so you really don't need a lot of salt, but maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon will do. And that's all for this salad. You just mix it up really good, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like once I have it all mixed up. Okay, now that we have the salad all mixed up, we're going to add our liquid stevia. And again, I got this at Trader Joe's, and it's cheaper there than I found it anywhere else. I'm going to put a dropper of it in our salad, maybe just a little bit more than a dropper, 2 droppers. Now, you will want to taste this because you might not want a slightly sweet taste like I do. You might want it more tart. It's okay. The stevia is optional, but I'm telling you, it's really, really good in this salad. And the curry powder gives it a nice yellowish look. It's so good. Now, this is just the way I like it. If you don't like as much curry, you can always take it down to 1 teaspoon. That's fine. Now, let me show you how I put this together. If you're trying to be healthy and you're losing weight, then you want to be careful of the amount of carbs you get. So instead of eating this on crackers, remember we're not doing white flour or white sugar. So instead of eating this on crackers, I found another way that is very, very succulent. It's good. Let me show you. I have these little tomatoes, and I just slice them in round slices like so. And I'll move this back a little bit so you can see it better. Okay. My cutting board here. Okay, so I just kind of slice these in little rounds, and let me tell you, it is really good. And when I want something, say mid-morning snack or something like that, I'm not trying to get a whole meal, but I just want a good real morning snack, I do this. And I top these little tomatoes with, see that? You just top the little tomatoes with that. And man, I'm telling you, it is so good. You don't even miss the bread when you do that. I promise you, you don't miss the bread. It is really good. If you just want something else to eat it with, I'll show you another way in just a second. And then you have these bite-sized little pieces and just pop it in your mouth. It's good. Okay, here's another quick little snack that I found in the refrigerated section is Forager plain cashew milk yogurt. Remember, we're not doing sugar, we're not doing white flour, and personally I stay away from dairy because I don't want the hormones and things that they put in the dairy products. So cashew milk yogurt is really, really good and is healthy for you and not nearly as many calories. This whole thing is 110 calories, but you don't have to use the whole thing. You can use half of it. For example, I have a bowl of cut up strawberries, and this is so good. You just open this up now because there's no sugar in it. You might want it a little bit sweeter. If you don't like the tartness, that's okay. That's where your liquid stevia comes in handy. You just put a dropper full. You don't need a lot. If you want it real sweet, I guess you could add more, but you really don't need it. And you just stir it up, and your whole cup of yogurt is already kind of sweet. And now all you're going to do is to take this and just drop it on top of these strawberries, a little bit like that. A little bit goes a long way. You really don't have to have a lot, guys. And you can have your yogurt fix and eat it too. But you don't want to buy the ones that have the strawberries and the flavors already in it, because all of those are full of sugar and carbs. So just use fresh fruit and top it with this yogurt. It's really good. Okay, and one more that I'd like to show you is what I call instant guacamole. This is just an avocado mashed up with lime juice in it to keep it from turning brown on me. And this is the Meyer Glen medium salsa. You can get it at Sprouts and just about any grocery store now, probably Kroger too. I just take that, take a couple of tablespoons of it, and I put that in my avocado. And look, just stir that up, and voila, you've got instant guacamole. And it is so good. Let me show you. And I pair that with, say, maybe some celery sticks. Just a dollop on there, and you can use your celery sticks for dipping, and a couple of tomatoes if you want them. That is so good. Everything is good with guacamole, and that way you have your decadent taste met, and you don't feel like you're dieting or losing anything. It's so good, guys. And this is one, I've shown you this before. This is just a little keto bar. And again, it is Monk Pack Keto. You can get these online. They're not, I haven't seen them in as many stores as I would like to see them in right now. I get them at Cox Farm in Duncanville or Ann's Whole Foods in Waxahachie. But you can order them online by the box, and they come 12 in a box, and they're really good, sugar-free, and they are low-carb protein bars. Lots and lots of goodness packed in here. Well, thank you for joining me, and I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to my little videos. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them. Also, if you have something that you would like to share, because I don't know it all, please, please, please send it to me. I'll be glad to share it with everybody. And I think that's all. The next snack video will feature buffalo cauliflower. You're gonna love it. Trust me, I've tried it. It's good. Bye. Until next time. Oh yeah, and I was going to tell you, the reason this guacamole is much better for you is because we done put all of that extra stuff in it. Sour cream and all of that stuff. It's just a mashed avocado with salsa in it that is low carb. Well, there's no carbs in this salsa and no sugar, but it is an excellent salsa, and everything is in here. And really, you don't miss the sour cream and cheese and all that stuff. You can have your guacamole fix, and it's healthy for you because avocados are full of nutrients and healthy fat that you need. It is so good on the end of a celery stick. I promise you, change your mind about the chips because they're not good for you. But the celery stick and other vegetables is good. Add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt to the avocado if you want, but I like it without even having to do that. Next time, bye.